It's interesting. Some of the people in Washington, can we actually agree that women get pregnant and not men? Because they don't seem to say that. I mean, it's just unbelievable, some of the stuff that you're hearing about that. We passed some of the best pro-life legislation this state's seen in many decades. We lost in court on the first one, and so we're petitioning to get that up to the Florida Supreme Court. But basically, we've had for many decades now very radical state-level judicial decisions that really makes us closer to China and North Korea, when it comes to being very radical with abortion policy. And so that's not the appropriate thing for courts to be imposing on the state of Florida. And so we are doing that request. We have not heard from the appellate court yet, but I think we probably will pretty soon. And then the question will be, does the Florida Supreme Court take that case? And I think that they probably will, because I think this is a really important thing for them to decide. So you look now, Biden's in the Middle East. He's going to go beg the Saudis and beg OPEC for oil. But part of the reason is because he kneecapped production here in the United States. And we had been energy independent functionally when he became president. And now we've taken huge steps back. And so the energy costs have really helped fuel all this inflation, not just at the gas pump, but also what you see in grocery stores, and every single small business is impacted by this. And so this has really been devastating to workers. It's been devastating to senior citizens on fixed income. It's been devastating to small businesses. And it is, unfortunately, a result of very poor policy choices that we've seen made over and over again. I don't see them recognizing that and being willing to reverse course. But this is, and in fact, not only they say there wouldn't be inflation, then they said it'd be maybe a blip, and then they said it was Putin's fault, and then this, and it's accelerated. The print that came out yesterday accelerated. That was not slowing down. That was a 1.2% increase just over the month. Which is really, really significant, and that annualizes at more than the 9.1%. 9.1 is looking back a year up until the present. So this is a huge, huge problem. So in Florida, what we do is we actually manage things properly when it comes to fiscal and budget and economy. You notice this restaurant here, I was just talking to the owners. They probably would have gone out of business if we hadn't kept them open during COVID. And we saved the jobs of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in this state, and many thousands of small family-owned businesses by making sure that we were a free state. If you look at Florida's economic performance, we've outperformed the nation on just about every metric. Our unemployment rate is significantly lower than the nation. One thing that I think is significant about Florida is our labor force has grown much faster than the overall national rate. And part of that is because we had the state open. We understood that people had a right to work, business had a right to open. But things started really picking up here because there were only so many places you could go in this country and actually be free. You want to take a trip to California and have them shake you down for medical papers just to go buy a cheeseburger somewhere or to do all this? No, people don't want. They wanted to visit Florida. They wanted to move to all these different things. People wanted to invest here.